This image makes me think of an icon, one of those religious icons. Like, there's this film company that's called Icon, I think, that has a picture like this, even though, you know, it's in an older style. It's from the actual time, but I don't know, something about this turquoise and gold coppery shade makes me think of, well, old copper that has gone green, and this angle and close-up of the eye and the nose just makes me think of that. This is meant to illustrate reading, you know, being in your own little bubble. And here is the book or the magazine or whatever you're reading, and the face is almost not there. It's just a couple of eyes turned down. You know, you're engrossed in what you're reading and the rest of the world doesn't exist. And there are letters floating around your head and golden yarns emanating from the book. I wanted it to be a calm picture. This one is about soulmates, about communicating without words. They're sort of on opposite sides of the universe, and yet they have a connection with each other, so they may be different, but at the same time not. And it's like they themselves are the universe, because this space between them, there are no stars. There used to be, I think. When I started this image, there were stars and, you know, real space between them. But I thought space or the universe is what we have inside. So I kept the colors and, you know, the patterns on the people, and I removed it between them. So this sort of meaningless distance is bridged by communication. There are two mermaids in this book. Both of them are a bit degendered. So I didn't want... I love mermaids, and I love beautiful mermaids, and well, removing the hair on this one, or not, you know, putting hair on them, it's a bit like Sinead O'Connor, who apparently, I read at some point, shaved her head to be less cute. And it's the same here, you know, I don't want to overload the image with, you know, traditionally feminine beauty things, signals, aspects, I don't know. So, you know, I wanted there to be something raw about it. a vision of India with sacred cows and lovely interior design and stamps. And these spicy, you know, the colours are reminiscent of spices, like yellow, orange, red. I made this like a Rorschach test. I just put colours just randomly on the pages and then closed the book and followed the patterns that emerged and made a face out of them. And this too is, you know, a picture of calm. Most of the pictures in this art journal are very calm and sort of introverted and almost spiritual, but not in the sense, not in a religious sense, but rather, you know, looking inwards like the High Priestess in the tarot deck. This page or spread isn't really finished, but I got fed up with it, bored with it, so I abandoned it. But at least there's a window to the next spread, which is also not really finished. But I like the colours, these golden browns and blues, or, you know, turquoise. I like how they look together. Again, turquoise sort of framing this beach, I think, because this looks a little bit like something that would grow in the water. And this would be, you know, the sand and where it meets the sea. Another Rorschach image. This feels more sort of airy, like this face could be in the clouds, because it's sort of grey, and this could be, you know, the colours that, you know, when the sun sets it paints the clouds in these colours. So maybe it's a cloudy sunset. When I made this, I thought of Billie Holiday and her, was it a gardenia she had in her hair? These are not gardenias or whatever it was she had in her hair, but that's what, you know, hovered at the back of my mind. And that's why she has these notes. Tea, so a continuation of the Indian theme. I should have perhaps added some kind of focal point to the spread, other than, you know, the tea bags, but I don't know. I got bored with it, or I didn't know what to add, so, you know, it's fine. Here's the other mermaid. And again, I have these blues and sort of golden orange colours. I really like how this turned out because it really feels like you see her or them through water. And you know that it's like there's sort of a veil in front of this image, like you can't really see everything. It's the details blur or fade. No hands, you know, it disappears like sea froth. An actual leaf from an oak up there as well.